welcome to Activity TV. So you want to be a cartoonist? Then you've come to the right place. Hi, I'm Bruce Blitz, and in a moment, I am going to show you how to draw the Mayflower. Here are the art supplies you'll need to get started. To print out a list of supplies and step-by-step instructions for this cartoon, please visit www.activity.tv. Now, when you think about Thanksgiving, you think about turkey, you think about pilgrims, and you think about the Mayflower, the ship that brought the pilgrims to this country. All right, so let's begin, and we're going to draw a wavy line like this, and this is going to be for the water, just like that. Now, we're going to draw some more water closer to us. Now, the ones closer to us, the waves would be a little further apart than the ones in the distance like that. All right, now we're going to draw this ship. Now, I'm going to start over here. Now, I'm going to draw a line like this and come over a little bit and then round it out until I get to the water, right there. Kind of connect that a little bit better. All right, now I'm going to draw the ship. Now, it kind of comes down like steps in a way, and it comes over and it comes up a little bit. Now, remember, we're stylizing the Mayflower. This isn't exactly how it looked, but it's pretty close, actually, because the Mayflower had 6 sails, and we're going to draw that. Now that we have the basis from which to build, we can put some detail in there, some windows, which are squares, and some circles, and let's put a few over here. And let's see, now we're going to even put in some what look like wooden slats, which are some light lines going across because it was a wooden ship. And then we can kind of make it look like wood by every so often putting a vertical line like this to make it look like wooden planks. Maybe one up there. Okay, there you have it. All right, now we're going to draw some sails. Now we're going to put one back here and kind of tapers a little bit into the distance like this. And that's one. And over here we're going to draw another one, a big sail, just like that. And it's full of wind. That's why we're arcing these lines, because the wind is behind it and it is pushing it out. And we're going to do one right over here as well. And come down and curve that line like the other one. And come over and join that first line. And the same thing over here. Now we can start to come down a little bit on an angle, and the same thing over here. Connect those lines, and this is, let me see, this is 5. We've got 5 sails already started. And over here, another small one like we did in the back that tapers in the distance like that. All right, now we're going to add some masts to these sails and connect them that way. Now, right over here, we're going to draw a line that comes all the way up like that, and it goes behind that sail, and it goes behind this sail, and it comes down, just like that. And over here, we're going to do the same thing, a mast that comes behind the sail and comes up, and over here, same thing. And on top of this mast, we're going to put a flag, and we're going to put a flag on this one as well. And when we add color, this flag will come to life a little bit. Now, if the wind is blowing the sails this way, that means the flag would be coming out this way too. One over here. We wiggle that line a little bit because it wouldn't be perfectly straight like a rectangle. All right, now we're going to put a mast coming out this way and coming right through that sail on the other side. Now, as I said before, the Mayflower is a lot more detailed than this, but we're doing a cartoon here, and that means we're stylizing it. Less lines, simplifying it. Now, these 6 sails were controlled by 55 lines that they had to control, almost like keeping 55 kites in the air at the same time. Very difficult. But we're going to stylize that and make some lines that come from the sails and come down like that with lighter value. We're not going to necessarily bear down too hard. We want them to look like ropes. Let's put one here. Let's put one from all the way up there down to here. And let's see, how about one from here down here? It doesn't really have to be exact. It just has to simulate what we're after. Now over here, I'm actually going to draw kind of a checkerboard. Now watch. Some lines going this way. And what this is going to simulate is the ladder that they use to climb up and down. Let's put one over here too. A line, another line, and then some lines in between, and then crisscross it. All right. Let's see, one more over here. And, all right, that's it. Now over here, I'm actually going to put some people in. Some circles, and here's some pilgrims. And we can just kind of simulate a lot of people by making some bumps like that. We can even put a hat on here. Now, they had a very rough journey coming over here from England, the pilgrims. They were blown off course. Originally, they were headed for Virginia. And because they were blown off course, they didn't end up in Virginia. They ended up a little bit north of that, which was Cape Cod. And then eventually, Plymouth Rock. And it was a very rough journey. They had nothing but storms for a while, and it was very difficult, and it lasted 2 months. It was very difficult for them, too. All right, now that I've drawn this ship in with my marker, it's time to add some color. And I'm going to use some blue for the water, and I'll begin there. Now I'm going to lay that chalk on its side. And by the way, I'm only going to kind of put the color on the left side of these peaks. And you'll see why, because it kind of adds a little shading to it. Now we want to add a little bit of color to the rest of it, but we want the left sides of those peaks to kind of stand out. So just like that, I'm going to leave it like that. Now I'm going to switch to a light brown for the body of the ship. Just like that. And go over, because after all, it is a wooden ship. So we'll use brown. And a little bit up here. And now some yellow for the sails. While I do that, I'm going to kind of leave a little bit of white in the center of that as well. Maybe I'll even go over that with another color in a second. And go right through that webbing. A little bit over here. And over here. Kind of shade that a little bit as well. Like that. Because if the light is coming from the upper right, like we shaded the peaks of the water, we can do the same thing on the sails. Give them some roundness. Just like that. A little bit over here. Okay, now I'm going to add some color to the pilgrims. All right, now we're going to add some color to the flags. These are the flag of England. Just like that. And I'm going to put some red in there. And maybe this one over here. These are the flags that flew on the Mayflower. All right, now it's a little bit of blue for the, maybe some clouds. All right, now that I finished coloring in the whole ship, I'm even going to write the name Mayflower on the side of the ship. Well, there it is, the Mayflower, and I think it came out great. Now this sketch, that's a little tricky, but success is with those who keep trying. So keep practicing, and I'm sure you can do it too. I'm Bruce Blitz saying thanks for being with me, and keep on cartooning.